We are picking it up right where we left off. We were verifying that our commit went through. We just updated the name here. The capital O was unnecessary. So now we're going to go ahead and figure out how do I undo my most recent local commit. Because sometimes you can make a mistake and maybe you don't notice it's a mistake. But by the time you notice, you've already created a commit, you've already staged your file, so maybe it's too late. But it's not too late. There is always a fix in programming, so that's the good side of this. Let's go ahead and make a mistake. I am going to leave this p tag open. So TypeScript would catch it. The IDE is already flagging it. But if you are coding fast and loose, maybe you miss it, and maybe you just want to phone it in and stage your files and commit and push them and then go out because you hate your coworkers or you just want to be unemployed, then it happens. But maybe you change your mind and you want to fix it and you want to continue working and be nice. So that's when you will have to do this. So let's go ahead and look at the working tree. So we've got nothing to commit because I didn't save my file. That's good. So now there should be one change. Let's go ahead and stage the change. So now it's ready to get committed. I'm gonna go ahead and add all of the changes, which right now it's just one. We can also do this by file. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make the commit. Got commit. It would be a cool extension to have the git command get renamed to got. Anyway, so now with the M flag, we can set a message. I'm gonna clearly call this a mistake, so we can identify it later. So now we've got one file changed, staged, and ready to get pushed. But this is where we realize, hey, I made a mistake and I want to be a better developer. So I'm going to fix it. And the way to fix it is to go ahead and do get reset, head, squiggly line. And what this is going to do is it's going to undo your last commit and it's going to leave the files untouched. But it'll basically be like undoing the add this line here. So it'll unstage the changes that you've committed. So now when you come here, you'll see the files remain unchanged, but now you can fix your mistake. Let's just say that you wanted all of this to not have a P. That's what we intended to do. So now we can save our changes. So we've made the necessary fix. Now we can go ahead and add it again. Let's just take a look at the status. So we're back to this point where we have a modified file that can be staged. So let's go ahead and stage it. Git add period. Let's go and check our status. Great. So we've got a staged change ready to be grouped into a commit. So in order to reuse a previous message or amend it, we have to use the same commit that we had before. I think if we create a new commit, it's going to be a mess. But what Git has done with the reset command is that it copied the old head to orig _ head. And when I run this command, it'll open up an editor and will let me fix the commit message before completing the commit. So let's go ahead and do that because that's what we intended to do. So once this editor closes this file, the commit will basically be completed. So it'll be ready to be pushed. A mistake, a fixed mistake. Now when I save, and I close this, if I jump back onto git bash, commit is ready to go. So if I hit git status, we're back to that point where we were at last video, where my branch is ahead of the repository in the server. And so in order to synchronize them, I would have to push my changes up to the server. So let's go ahead and do that. And what we expect to see is the commit to show the updated commit message. So let's go ahead and look at the most recent commit. Yes, it is a mistake, and it is a fixed mistake. And it is just removing the P. Perfect.